We're live? Are we, though? I don't know. Scheduled, huh? Shouldn't it just be live? Ah, there we go. I don't know. Hey, look at that. Scheduled, huh? I can hear myself. Nice. Okay, I can hear myself now. Let me just check one more thing and then I should be set. Hey, Festina! I had mic issues with my stupid phone, for crying out loud. I'm like, this isn't supposed to happen. But no one could hear. Need 1 second to get the rest of my bottles out here. I have one, and then I'll get started. All right. As I was saying earlier, now that I'm back here, just imagine the bottles being elves. That's what I do all the time. Every time. It's the only way I can hit them. What is the point? Hey, Lenny. Point was I should have had all this stuff prepared ahead of time. Got everything started, got sidelined by my phone, decided it was going to be stupid. And then I realized I didn't have all my bottles outside. It's a bunch. How are you? See? My. I brought an actual cloth this time so I can wipe my blades off. And I've got 3 swords today. Actually, I have more inside, but these are the 3 I brought. So I have 2 Type 20A right here. And my Type 16, which is, you know, the nice one. Do you know my name in the left? Just says Bentley. Want to hear a joke? Why am I out here in the cold? That's the joke. All right, let's start. I'm gonna start with my 16A because it's my baby anyway. So this is my Swordier Type 16A. Festina, yeah, bouquet of swords, just a whole bunch of them. That's right, it's what I do. See, that first cut was pretty nice and clean. You saw it cleaned up here. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice one. The second one, not so much. But this blade hasn't been touched up since I got it, so there's a bit of an issue with that. If you've ever cut milk jugs, they're very soft plastic. So you can see it went in right here at the top, but because it didn't have a bunch of water in it, it just eventually pushed it off the ledge. With no structural consistency, that seems to happen. So now the smart thing to do, wipe the blade off, because yesterday I was doing this when it was storming, and my swords looked like I was doing frost damage by the end of it. Someone in chat said that because they were covered in ice. Use the shotgun. I don't have my shotgun out here today. Grab my next target. Smart thing to do would have a couple of these lined up, but I don't. Lay that one down there. It's clean, yeah. Not too bad of a cut on that one either. At least my driveway's getting all washed away. If I had a pumpkin, I would. Bentley. I actually did have, there's a short on the channel right now that I was cutting pumpkins. A couple of those and some gourds. They're fun to cut. But get out the shotgun. Funny thing is, YouTube really doesn't like firearms at all, so unfortunately, that is a thing. Watermelon, not in season here, David. Not in season here. Nicole, is that Nicole DSA? Hi, welcome, welcome. All right, let me grab another try. I think I'm gonna switch swords. I'll use my big one now. This is on the ground, so it's a bit taller. How much did those cost? Well, Lenny, sure, hold on, give me a second. So I have 3 of them here. And I want to say this one was $450-ish, something like that. This one, I think $250, $230, something like that. This is the Type 20A. first generation Type 20, and this one was 200 actually. These are all budget line swords. Generally, when I look at swords, for me anyway, I label budget swords as anything under 500. 500 to 1,000 is mid-range, and then 1,000 up, you're getting into high-end, like Albions and Valiant Armories. So I do have a couple of those. David wants a melon, but unfortunately melons aren't in season. All right, I'm gonna grab a big one. The thrust. So, the thrust on this one, this is a good thruster actually, really good thruster. As you can see, the thrust went through really easy, and then I had to slice it because it was losing water very rapidly. Lightning, I'm in Pennsylvania. So, yeah. We had about, I don't know, 1.5 feet of snow last night. Hey, Alicia, having a good day. It is pretty nice. It's actually getting a bit warm though, because I have my hoodie on, and then I have my gambits and armor on, and then I have a not an Under Armour shirt. It's from Yellowstone or something like that. It's one of my HEMA shirts. So yeah, it's warm. I actually was expecting it to be a little colder. Yes, John, that is exactly where I got the thing from. Oh, that's where you're from, Lightning. Nice. It's snowing here too. Where are you roughly at, Alicia? All right, I'm gonna grab another bottle. It's actually warm enough, I don't even think I have to worry too much about it freezing. I like when they ring. So that was pretty cool. Oh, Kansas. Yeah. I didn't know you guys were getting a lot of snow today. I know the Northeast got hammered. A lot of us in the Northeast. So, let's see. So, Eunuch Roy, hey, how are you? Let's see here. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as people think. I know I was watching another sword tuber. He lives in like New York, and the people were acting like it was the end of the world. So you know, it really wasn't. It really wasn't that bad. Witch King sword? No, I don't have one of those. I actually do have Glamdring and Arwen's sword from Lord of the Rings, but they're just wall hangers because they're 440 stainless. You know what's really funny is I had cousins in Michigan, which is a little bit further north, and I remember they came down for Christmas one time, and we were getting a snowstorm, and we got a couple inches, 8 or 9, and the state shut down, going, "Oh no, it's too much snow," and these guys are like, "Oh, 8 inches in Michigan's nothing," and they were doing donuts in the parking lot. Yeah, we do need more people. Oh, the Witch King of I actually have a friend who has United Cutlery replica of that sword, and he wants to remake it, so he has a whole forge, so we're probably going to work on that. Brandon, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. I'm going to grab another target. Now, I got to figure out what's... It needs to go in like this. All right. Actually, I wonder if I could do from the right side. Not the cleanest, but being left-handed, right-handed cuts are always tough. And when I'm wearing this amount of armor, I have very limited mobility. I love my hand-wave bamboo katana. What kind of sword is this? This is the Swordier SWM 1030. It's a 16A longsword. It's probably one of their cheaper budget models. Are you a fan of the NFL? Not really. I watch it every once in a while. One of my best friends is an Eagles fanatic, so I'll go over and watch during the Super Bowl and things. You should fill a bottle with snow and then hit it with the sword. Lightning, that would be actually kind of fun if I could get it in there. One of the fun things to do, especially when the weather is cold, is filling a bottle with hot water. And then when you cut it, it creates like this just real big steam effect. It's kind of neat. You like watching the Broncos? Well, I think if you're from that state, I think you're legally required to watch the Broncos every time they're on. Honestly, I don't even think I need these gloves. I have them on, but I don't think I need them. It's actually getting warm enough right now. I think I'm going to take this armor off because I don't think I quite need it as much. Better wait to watch them till next year. Yeah. Gargoyle Blade! How are you, my friend? I actually thought I was going to need this on too, but my goodness, it's actually warm in the sun. It figures as soon as I say it, the sun goes away. There it's back. Can I borrow that to slash my stepdad's truck tires? Well, besides the fact that that would be a crime, probably shouldn't do that. There's probably better things to use. Swords generally are not, well, they could cut through tires, but tires are actually remarkably difficult. Like, I've had people use them as targets, like obviously not ones that are in a car because we don't condone crime, but like used tires. And a lot of times tires have a metal mesh inside them. which does make it really, really, really hard to actually cut through. They're not easy targets, that's for sure. So this is the Generation 1 Type 20A longsword. Type 20, Type 20A are like my favorites. And this one, I have a full review on it. I'm not overly impressed with it. It needs some extra work, but it is a beast of a cutter. Springs here. Hi, Dad. He ran over my bike, so it's only fair. Well, I mean, use a rondel dagger, Matt. Rondel dagger would make it through, that's for sure. How many swords do you have? 22. 20 technically, because 2 of them are. One's a regulation fetter and one's a Buhurt longsword. So they're, you know, blunted. Whoop. Whoop. Just playing in the water. So one of the things I don't like about this sword, and I said it in the review, there's not a lot of distal taper. And because of that, it's very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Lenny, welcome back. Yeah, I agree, Gargoyle. I don't think I have enough swords. 22 just doesn't seem like a good number. Napoleon Dynamite approved. Yeah, I love Napoleon Dynamite. Hunting and wildlife with Sawyer. You know, I thought about it. I really did. But that has been sitting in my truck for probably 6 months. So I don't think I really want to. What is a good number? I don't think there is a good number. It just needs to keep going. I just subscribed. Thank you, Alicia. Much appreciated. I have my bottle of water. I actually have my own bottle of water over here. Are you a cerebral or credible corn-fed? Hunting Wild, thank you so much for the sub. I generally do sword reviews and a lot of cutting shorts, and these live streams are a lot of fun because I like to talk to people like this. This is a lot of fun. Let's see. I have a ton of targets over here. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't drink that one. Yeah. Remnants of stuff was still in that, floating around in there. Look gross. Kermish, hold on, I'm trying to pronounce that so much, I'm sorry. Imagine fighting with swords in 2026. Thief, that would make me really cool, though. Kirishima? Okay, it's pretty sword. This is the Swordier 20A. They're SWM 1038, I believe. What's my favorite color? Blue. Are there good Renaissance festivals in your area? Yeah, actually, the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair is actually really big. Really, really big. I like that one. Maryland is pretty close. Maryland's is fantastic. Do a double cut. Well, not with this sword. Hold on. I'll try to do a double cut. I will try, but not with this one. This one is way too tip heavy. There's no, like I said, there's no distal taper. So this is very authoritative in the cut. Like, it drags you along. I need a lighter sword for a double cut. All right, let me see if I can stack some bottles. Now this is the hardest part. If you guys want to see actual good cutting, check out Gargoyle's blade. He's fantastic. I'm not very good. What do you do with the swords? Like, do you fight with them? Lightning, I do this stuff, obviously. It's a good workout. Cutting competitions. I have fetters for fencing. So I have a blunt fetter. It's inside that I use for fencing. So yeah, you could use that for fighting. I do have my own forge corn. But again, I haven't done a whole lot with it, but I do have the whole setup. Stuck being a field. All right. You own 3 katanas. Very nice. Do you know who they're from, or? All right. I'm going to do like Gargoyle does. He's better at balancing, though. Stop blowing wind. Dear goodness. All right. You would think this wouldn't be as hard, but it really is. I'm going to let a little bit of water out of here. Whoop. All right. Gargoyle, I have no idea how you manage to get these things to stand on top of each other like you do. I'll try to do a double cut with just a single. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll be able to. Probably knock it off. I'll use my 16A. Unless I can do maybe this one. No. This is the hardest part of this whole thing. Getting this stupid thing to stay stacked. Oh, wait, maybe I can do it like this. All right. So I'll go up, and then I'm going to try to come back down, actually. Actually, maybe it would be better if I go like this. No double cut, Gargoyle, but I made it through this target, too, and I made it through the hardest part. Oh. Just stay on. So I love this 16A. This thing just keeps going. I'll try to. Yeah, like these guys who are able to stand their bottles on top of each other, I have no idea how they do it. Yeah, the balancing part's the hardest part. I don't even get a chance to even try double cuts. I'm gonna try again though. Let me get another target here. Let's try this one. All right. No one breathe. All right. So if I go up, I should be able to come back down. All right. And it fell off. Did manage to stop myself before I hit the stand. Have I ever accidentally hurt myself with one of my sword? Yes, I have, actually. Which is why you should always practice sword safety. Always. I wish I had a sword made of real Damascus, but it's Well, first off, corn-fed, the idea of Damascus itself, like real Damascus, some people say no one knows how to make it anymore. In reality, it was like a crucible-made steel. What most people call Damascus now is just pattern welded. So if you look real close, hold on. This one is pattern welded. You know, I actually really would have liked that, to have a snowman. I wish my son was here to actually make one. He probably would have. Yeah, I don't think like what we have today that everyone marks as Damascus, like that's a pet peeve of mine whenever I see people trying to sell it as Damascus. I'm like, no, it's pattern welded. It's just multiple layers of different types of steel, different carbon contents of steel. That's all it is. All it is. But otherwise, it's not bad. All good. All good. Yeah, so it's just pattern welding. Actually, I don't do very many of these. Ah. My edge alignment was off. Ah, cold snow. There's a reason why I don't do many of them. My edge alignment was off, and you can see it hit the bottle, but it actually didn't do anything. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's just pattern welding, which is accomplished by taking different carbon steels with different levels of carbon content, because they create slightly different hues, and then acid etching them. So if you go online, you have stuff like that. You just ignore it. It's no big deal. It does happen. You have a T10. Where'd you get that from? Like, do you know who made it? Man, the sun went in, and now it's starting to get a little colder again. That was a lot nicer of a cut. I'm trying to wipe the water off my blade, and the temperature suddenly dropped. And as you can see, there's now ice on my rag. There's actually a chunk of ice right there. Man, that sun when it came out was a lot warmer. Hands are gonna be frostbitten. No, I think I'll be all right. I have gloves. You know, DB, this is Chinese made. This is from Swordier. They're out of China. Most production sword companies, I shouldn't say all, a good bit of the production sword companies we have today are out of Longquan, China itself. There's just a lot of them. Matt, really, it just looks pretty. It just looks pretty. There's really, with the level of metallurgy we have today and the purity of our steels, it's just for pretty. Nothing else. It's just all looks. Eric! If you guys want to follow somebody who actually knows how to cut, check out Eric Hussein over there. Dude is nuts. At -5 Fahrenheit, water freezes to blades before you can wipe it off after a cut. You should have seen me yesterday, dude. This thing looked like it was just a giant icicle by the time I was done. Yeah, it would just look like an icicle when this thing was done. It was really funny when I was done with it. All right, I'm going to switch over to my big boy again. I'm also going to put my gloves on. Because the temperature suddenly, like, started dropping like crazy. All right, let me grab another target. Eric, so when are you getting that Tachi from Space Ghost? I watched Space Ghost thing the other day and saw that he's gonna have you do that Tachi. And I'm like, dude, it's gorgeous looking. Yeah, no, I gotta buy another sword stand. I have them all hanging up in my on my wall right now. Should be sending it out soon. Nice. I'll be watching for that one. That looks gorgeous. Well, it's sort of like noon, dude. Hey, where'd that one come from? Guess I could do it like that. That one half froze. I'm sitting there going, why did I got cut through that one? It's like frozen. There we go. Use my... Oh, yeah, check it out. I have ice forming on the blade already again. There's more ice. That's just from wiping the stuff off. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of ice. Is this a sorting range? That'd be pretty cool if it was. Will I get harassed if I... Probably. Can't believe the ice is already forming on that already. Sun needs to come back out so it doesn't freeze on here all the time. You know, it's funny. I like the Type 20A, that longer one for thrusting, but it's really not as mobile as it should be. Tachi, if done right. Well, have you seen the one gargoyle that Space Ghost just got? Eric is going to be doing a review on it. Eric Hussein will be doing a review on that thing. I'm really excited. It looks gorgeous. too bad. Starting to get frost damage on these swords again. Yeah. Do you have any Tachi gargoyle? Maybe I should go get my my shadow dancer. What do you guys think? Should I get my shadow dancer? Oh my goodness, please allow him to go. There you go. I'm excited as well. One I already own has 33-inch. Oh, wow. That one's only 28. Oh, yeah. If you're already used to swinging around that larger blade, then yeah, you're probably going to have no issue whatsoever. Let me go get my, my Moro Hakisaki shadow dancer. All right, got my shadow dancer. So actually, you know what I should do? I'm gonna go get that. I have a triple target set up for this thing. Where do I have it placed at the moment? I'm gonna go figure that out. I'm gonna set that up. Didn't even know that was yeah. Yeah, this is the shadow dancer that looks really nice. I really do like this thing. It's really nice. But I have a triple target set up. I think I have it in the back of my truck. Let me go get it real quick. Ah, my pedal lost something. I didn't see it. Well, I'm not exactly sure where the head of my thing went. Actually, this one's a bit, well, wonder if I want to put it on the lower one. Otherwise, this guy would be like 8 feet tall. If I can get out of there. I gotta find. There it is. This is a lot harder when it's frozen. Got used. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right. Actually, this one needs... how do we get that in there? There we go. Let me put these over here somewhere where I won't lose them. All right, now our human target's a bit more, maybe a little short. But I should be able, that one's not going to work, is it? Thought this actually slid on here, but it had a different piece. All right. Oh, whew. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. And maybe not. Let's do it like this. And I'm trying to set up this stand, but this wasn't designed for this. Oh my. This had another piece to it. Now I don't know what happened to it. All right, never mind. We'll do 2 targets. Oh, the sun finally is coming out. So now originally, this particular target that I have here, yeah, Eric, my dad actually made it for me. He's a really good carpenter. It actually I have multiple stands, so it has the little cross base on it to hold it. It has two posts, one higher post that also has that flat plane on it, and then a shorter post that I normally stake tatami on. That's the Tommy stake. But I can also he also made me this Pell, so I could do multiple targets. Ideally, it was supposed to have 3, because there was a peg up here, and then we have a little hook in here that you could put like a water balloon in, so you could do thrusts into the water balloon and make it pop. And then I have one more stand that actually fits over top of any post that makes a long flat plane. Yeah, this is a katana. This is a Kasaki Moraha. So it's an older 8th century katana. So what I'll do is I'll come up here. Get the ice off my blade. Makes it easy to take the spike out. Yeah, right. No, it's actually sharp. I just had bad edge angle on that one. Yeah, it's a nice stand. It's a really nice stand. But yeah, when I started the channel, he's like, oh, what can I do to help? So he made me a bunch of stuff, brought it over, and I got to do different things. And as I started trying to do different cuts, more and more ideas came together. Like I was trying to do multiple bottles at the exact same time. And when I was doing the multiple bottles at the same time, I just didn't have space. I think I just put like a log or a board on top of it. And he saw me doing that. He's like, I could make you something better. So that was what we ended up doing there. So all the different extensions that we have are done based on just as I needed new stuff. It's pretty cool. Yes, this is the customized light one. Yep. That I did a review on, and it's quite nice. The only issue that I have with Shadow Dancer is this should have been sharp on the other side for a Kisaki Moriha blade, but it's not. It's blunt. So my personal belief, and I don't know this for sure, but my personal belief is that they probably use like some sort of CNC machine and stamp out blade blanks. And this is the Unokubi Sakuri blade blank, and then they just cut off the normal tip and shape it to look like this, because only the top bit is actually sharp. Such a dad moment. I could do it better. Yeah. Cold play slots. I have been, man. Slice the snowbank at them. Well, that would be an easy target. It's not ice yet. I want to try that double cut again over there. Let me go get 2 new targets. I overshot, but a really clean cutter. Really clean cutter. I want to keep practicing that one. Can you sharpen? If not, I got you on the... Dude, are you serious? I don't have a sharpening tool. If you could sharpen this, I'll send it off to you. Hey, Gargoyle, thanks for stopping by, buddy. All right, I'm gonna put one on this side first. Balance. The wind's kicking up. You've never used... I've used a whetstone before, but this thing doesn't have really... It's got probably a millimeter bevel, or maybe 2. It's... I mean, dude, I can't saw through my finger with it. It is blunt as can be. I can only imagine how long it would take on a whetstone to get this thing to actually have a decent sharpness. Because I think you're going to have to at least work the bevel a little bit. Raven to get tickets to go through BTS. Yeah, just send her here. She'll be not disappointed at all. Not disappointed at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I didn't even notice, but somebody sent me a gift. Thank you so much for the 125, whatever they are. I don't know. I keep wanting to say bits from Twitch, but I know it's something else. Thank you so much. It'll work quicker. Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Ken Onion Work Sharp, but I've heard mixed things about it, so I don't know. I don't know if that's what people generally use. I don't know if you'd probably want to use it on a katana anyway. You might not get the right edge angle. I think it's going to be hit or miss with that. But yeah, this sword itself is insanely light. Like, it's under it's over 2 pounds. It is definitely under 2 pounds. Or not, it's 2.14 pounds. Did I put that up there? I'm sitting over here looking like, where did I get that bottle from? It just appeared. All right. So if I go like this, and come back. That one was better. I got to work on my ascending cuts. I learned on the Ken Onion, and now I use a 1x30 belt sander. Painter's tape, all. Hey, I'm for it, man. Salute from Long Beach, California. Thanks. There's some good fishing in this area, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, early shout out, but Festina over here is going to be doing a channel soon, and they do photography for all their swords. And dude, they've been posting in my Discord all the different stuff, and it's amazing. Photos are perfect. I mean, my goodness, you should offer to sell them to the actual companies doing the swords, because they might need some help. Personally lack the space for one, sadly. Yeah. All right. Next target. I got a few more targets I want to get through today. I'm trying to get some speed in here. All right, I'll drink out of this one because I got a static. Yeah, tastes old. Tastes old. Oh, yeah. Super cool. So if you guys want to get a jump on it, you should follow them now. So when their stuff goes live, you're already set. I mean, it just makes sense. Yeah. If you get a static, you got to sip out of it. All right, let's see. Do I want to switch my target stand? Kind of do. I want to go back to single targets and try some different cuts. But yeah, that's actually my first Shadow Dancer, and I was very impressed with the Shadow Dancer, with its balance, how light it is. It's really, really nice. I mean, even for the cost of it, it was $500 to make that one. Gonna freeze in already? Oh, actually, let me show you the, Eric, you'll get a kick out of this one. So yeah, when my dad made this, this is the flat plane. He made all of this modular so I can change it based on what I need. The flat plane lets me do multiple targets. And 2 Z-Says, every single one very well done. Cost double from any other company. Now, you know, who was it? Oh yeah, Space Ghost doing this stuff with ROM, you know, the custom stuff from ROM. And I hear Ryan's Sword can, you know, I've heard negative things from Ryan's Sword, but I've heard positive too from the custom market. Like you could do a lot of custom stuff for very, very cheap. And I'll do it this way. I'll use the long plane. All right, I'm almost out of targets anyway. All right. Yeah. Whew, all right, let's get that. I think I'm gonna use my 16A. Oh, fell off the stand. Ooh, the second one got through the hardest part of the plot. I love this sword. I absolutely love this sword. Love it, love it, love it. Not fast enough. Yeah, Tyrone, I know. I got to get working on that one. I'm dealing with some, I had some health issues. And I had like a mini stroke a few weeks ago. And so I'm like half blind in my right eye now. So dealing with that, it's been different, but it's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. So I thank God for that one. But otherwise, it's not too bad. Just with the other eye, I have a little bit of a blind spot on the lower right-hand side. So a man's stream, I see. Yes. I wonder if I can come up and then down into the next one. All right. Not too bad on that one. All right, let's move that off there. Let's adjust the stand. I'll make it go long ways, just so that I have a single plane now. Love the way this thing cuts. Did you make the sword? No, I did not. No, I did not. This is a Swordier SWM Type 16A. David, thank you for that. Much appreciated. SDC. Hey, welcome, welcome. Go out to Minnesota. Yeah, no, it's even colder out there, isn't it? It's like negative 15 degrees right now in Minnesota, I think. Man, who's the guy who's gonna have to clean all this stuff up? All right, got 3 more targets. These ones are hard. These bottles are actually pretty hard, even for being as small as they are. Though, that cut wasn't too bad at all. Have you seen Knights of Seven Kingdom, Obi-Wan? No, I have not, actually. I didn't even know it was out yet, to be honest. How heavy is this? It's just a tad over 3. Actually, no, it's less than that. It's just a tad under 3 pounds, this one. So it's actually really light. Really, really light. Not the lightest sword I own, but... And finally, I'll do a thrust cut then. Get all the water off my blade. Whew. Well, guys, I'm out of targets. So now I gotta clean all this up. Not fun, not fun. But hey, guys, thank you so much for being out here. Thank you for those who subscribed. I have some other sword reviews that are out now, and I have a couple that are coming out here in a little bit. So you guys subscribe, you can see all that stuff. And I do these random cut streams every once in a while. And I do like doing a few cutting shorts. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you next time. All right, see you later, guys.